What is up, guys? In today's video we have a brand new Fortnite update. This is a smaller update. Typically they do title updates and then content updates in the weeks following a title update, and this week's update is a content update, which means it's a bit smaller than a title update, but we still have a new item and a few map changes in today's update. If you guys do find this video helpful or informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and comment down below what you think of the new flare gun which was added today. And if you guys didn't know, the Firework launcher flare gun was added in today's update, and this is a reskin of the flare gun that shoots fireworks for July 4th, which is next week, which is like the celebration of the founding of America. So shoots fireworks. If you guys don't know how the flare gun previously worked, you shoot it up in the sky and it marks people when it goes off and puts a little like red diamond above their head for like a short period of time, and then it also lights things on fire. It is very annoying to deal with off spawn because a lot of players like land at a house, open chest, get the flare gun, and then immediately just start lighting every other house on fire. But it could be somewhat helpful for finding players, lighting things on fire. If you're playing zero builds, having somebody in your squad carry this item could actually be somewhat beneficial because it gets several more uses than what you would get out of like the firefly jars, for example. So you could burn every bush in a zone relatively easily while also using it to look for opposing players. So I do think it could be somewhat helpful in the zero build mode, but it's never really been something I cared for in the build mode, and I'm hoping it gets removed after July 4th. The next update, or next change we have in this update, is that the saw weapon, which was added last week, is now available in floor loot and chest loot with increased spawn rate until July 5th. So when this item was added last week, the only place you could get it was the chop shop on like the north end of the map. But with today's update, it is now available in chest loot and floor loot, and it has a really high spawn rate until July 5th. It will be removed from normal loot pool July 5th. And I'm assuming the Firework launcher will as well, since it's like July 4th themed. But yeah, the saw weapon is likely going to be everywhere, and you're going to have to deal with it off spawn a decent amount. This is another item that I never really cared for. I didn't mind it being like a special item that you could get at that one spot, but having it in the normal loot pool I think is going to be somewhat annoying because it's not really a weapon I enjoy using. So anytime I land and get this, it's going to be like kind of worse than if I had gotten something else. And then the final change in today's update is going to be that the Butter Barn route has transformed the area similar to like what we had with Logjam last week. And Butter Barn now has a Neo tilted version, a Coral Castle version, and a Roman Coliseum version. So as far as comparing it to Logjam goes, the Coral version and the Roman Coliseum version are present in both Logjam and Butter Barn. So I'm interested to see if every POI that changes as a result of the route has those versions plus like whatever other random ones they have. If you guys don't know, the Coral Castle and the Roman Coliseum are POIs from Chapter 2, and then Neo Tilted was a POI in Season 9, which was like a futuristic tilted towers after it was destroyed in Season 8. So yeah, Butter Barn got a change. If you are someone who loved Butter Barn, that might be unfortunate for you. I don't think there's very many people out there that really cared that much about the Butter Barn, so having this little area on the outskirts of the map or just in a random spot on the map can be pretty cool. Recently in a video, someone commented and said something along the lines of like, the Chapter 3 map doesn't really have like unnamed locations that much, and it kind of seems like they might be adding them over the course of the season because we just got the Butter Barn changes. And also there's a new route that has just sprouted or popping up at the temple that's south of Sanctuary. So in a week from now, most likely next week's update, this area will transform similar to like how Butter Barn has and similar to how Logjam has, where it'll have several different versions of it that change from game to game. I really like the way they're doing those changes. I think they're really fun and really cool. It keeps the game fresh and exciting, and having weekly map changes again, even if it is something small like the Butter Barn or the temple, having things change on the map week to week is very exciting, and that is like part of what made Fortnite for me personally, and it's something that was really lacking in Chapter 2, so I'm happy that we're seeing that now in Chapter 3. As far as future POIs that are going to change, I heard Sleepy Sound, Condo Canyon, and I forget what the other one was. Maybe Coney Crossroads. There's several other POIs that are going to change like Logjam and have several different versions in addition to like the unnamed spots that we're seeing change like the temple and like Butter Barn. So I think it's possible if we get a few more locations like this, or if we end up getting one every week, that this season will end up having more map changes than the entirety of Chapter 2, which is pretty crazy. But that is going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think of these changes down in the comments below. Like I said, it is a smaller update. I think the most significant thing is the map changes, but we did get the flare gun in the loot pool, and we did get the saw weapon in the normal loot pool. So it's 2 new weapons essentially for a lot of people, because not very many people tried the saw weapon last week. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.